Hello everyone, welcome to Alteryx tutorials. In this video, we are going to take a look at the chart creation process only. But in this video, we are going to take a look at how can we create batch charts and what is basically the concept of batch charts in Alteryx. So the batch charts are basically used to group the data, as we previously saw in the video that we created a pie chart which provided us the sales percentage and the sales amount on the basis of the category. Now there are two things, as we know, in our data set that are present for grouping the data, that is category and subcategory. So here we have category and then we have subcategory. So what I want to do is I want to create separate pie charts for three separate categories. Firstly, in the furniture category chart, I want the different subcategories that are part of the furniture, and then I want them to show me that what is the total sales that is being done in each of these categories, right? Similarly, I want to create it for office supplies category and then for the technology category. Now instead of creating three charts each for separate categories, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a single chart. With the help of the batch chart option, Alteryx would automatically create copies of the same chart for me, right? So let us see how we are going to do that. Here what we have is three tools: the input tool, the chart tool, and the browse tool. So first of all, let's just go to the interactive chart tool, click on configure chart option in the configuration panel to open up this interactive chart. Okay, now first of all you need to go to this batch option, and by default it would be turned to off, so you need to click here to on. It would ask you to select the columns through which you are going to group by your options. So I'm going to group them by category. So from the drop down you can just select category. If you want another field through which you want to group it by, so you can select the second field as well. If you want custom title for the batched charts, that you can do, but I'm not just going to go with it. The category is written and I'm fine with it. Okay, next go to the layers option, click on add layer, and let's just provide it a name like pie chart. Okay, now select the type to pie. For the values, what I'm going to do is select the sales value, and let's just give it a few seconds till it is going to fetch all the records from the sales and put them over here. So this kind of a chart is being generated, which is of course very difficult to understand because it is not a correct chart. Then what I'm going to do in the labels column, I am going to select the subcategory. So now our chart is clean, and what we are getting over here is the name of the category, which is furniture. Now in this furniture we have four subcategories: the chairs, which is represented in the blue color, tables represented in the orange color, bookcases represented in the green color, and furnishings represented in the red color. So the total sales of the furniture, whatever the total sales value of the furniture was, it has been bifurcated into these four subcategories, and it has taken the percentages as this. So in the furniture, most of the sales has been done by chairs, that is 43.6%. Then if we just click on the second page, we would have the office supplies category, which combines these subcategories from storage till fasteners. Now in each of these subcategories, how the bifurcation of the sales has been done is being shown on the percentage basis. On the third, we have the third subcategory, which is the technology category, having four subcategories again with phones, accessories, machines, and copiers. Now what customizations we can do over here is by going into this chart option, and in this font option, like if you want to change the font, its size, everything that you can change. Like if you want to increase the size so as to get a better look at what is happening over here. Okay, then we have layers option, through which you can just change the colors. Like these are the colors that have been taken by default, but if you want some other color scheme to be there, you want some other colors to be there, that also you can change. Okay, like this, the divergent scales are there, or the sequential scales are there to for a particular color that you can just select. Okay, then we have the slice label, that is what you want to be shown on the slice label. Right now the percentage is being shown. If you want the value has to be shown as well, that means what is the total number of sales that was done that you want to show, and the label, that means the value of the subcategory, that to which subcategory it belongs. That also you can select. I'm just going with label and percentage, not with the value part. The order is sorted, which means they are all sorted. And if you want to show the legend or not, this is the legend part. You want to show it, you want to hide it. And then if you just hover over it, then we are getting some additional information as well. So that is controlled through this hover text value. So I don't want the percentage to be shown, I just want the label and the values to be shown over here, okay, because the percentage is already visible over here. Next we have is the chart option, which you can use to set the width of the chart in pixels or in inches. You can just select the margins and the padding color, etc., the background color of the chart, everything that you want you can just control from here. Okay, so this is a custom color that I want. This is the title. If you want to change the title, you can change it over here using latex or using a simple text as well. Then we have the axis option, which is not being used over here. Next we have is the legend. If you want to just change the way the legend is being shown, that you can do. You can just work with its size, its color. Let me just get a black color for the legend for better visibility. Then we have the box. If you want a box to be there on the legend, the color of the border for the legend, it's going to be red. And the background color, if you want a different background color, let's just go with this kind of color. The orientation, you want it vertically or horizontally like this. And the layer order, that what is the order of the layers, accordingly you want that or not. Okay, so this is where it is starting from storage all the way to fasteners. Okay, then you can just close this, and using the browse tool you can just run the browse tool to get a look at the chart. So here it is how it is looking. You can just adjust it and see that these three charts are lined one after the other. Now let us just render this chart using the render tool. So let's just delete this browse tool for a bit, go to the reporting, and here we have this render. In this render, what I'm gonna do is just select the specific output file and save it in the form of PNG images. 3 images would be created, and select bulk charts or batch charts. Okay, now click on save, and if you just go to that location, batch charts.png is what we are getting over here. Okay, so let me just take a look at this. So this is the kind of the image that we are getting over here, and if you just zoom in, these are being created like this in the form of a PNG image. Okay, now let's see what happens if we just store it in the form of a PDF document. So for saving it, I'm just going to select a PDF document here and just select batch charts as the name. Click on save and click on run to run the workflow so that the actual saving process occurs. Okay, now let's just see how it is looking. So here it is, 3 pages have been created for the PDF, each for a different category, along with its legend, along with its chart, along with its everything. So this is how we can use the render button to render the batch charts for us. And that's all for this video. With this we wrap up the whole tutorial course on Alteryx as well. During this course we learned about the different tools and their functionalities. We also got to see that what all actions we can perform through Alteryx, and we got to understand that there are a bunch of things that we can do. Now with more practice we would be able to create really good charts for us, render them, and use it as the tool it is meant to be. So that's all for this video, that's all for this course. I hope you all learned something new throughout this course. I really hope you all enjoyed this journey. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.